won't survive.
What's up, guys? Your boy Moho, and I have some footage here for you guys, and alongside me I have Assassin and Sharp. We want to talk to you guys a little bit about what happened during our qualifier match versus Complexity. And, you know, a lot of bullshit was going on, and a lot of people were talking shit about us. Go figure. It always happens like that. And, you know, people were just saying that we were host booting people, and, you know, Complexity would have raped us. But what really happened is we were playing it off. It was fair and square in the beginning, 4v4, and John was lagging the whole time. As you guys can see on his screen, he was completely lagging. We weren't saying nothing. We were just like, you know what? We're confident in CTF and S&D that if we do lose this hard point, we're going to go into this next one. We weren't going to ask for a replay. If that's the case, we would have quit the game and ended it, blah, blah, blah. But I want to put this in your guys' view so you guys can see that he was lagging. You know, anybody who isn't Stevie Wonder can see that John is skipping here. And he was also getting connection interrupted throughout the game as well. And this happened from start to finish, by the way. So it was pretty much 3v4 off the start, if you want to look at it in any way when it comes to like a team being in a deficit. But anyway, we're gonna go to the CTF. And the reason I have Assassin and Sharp here is I want them to, you know, get their opinion across as well. And what we're gonna show you in this video is how we played them in CTF after all that bullshit went down, and it was fair and square. It was 4v4 the whole time. But what you're gonna be witnessing here is us playing CTF. Now, guys, you have anything you want to say about this? Because I know you guys were pretty upset that all these people were talking shit about us and saying it was our fault.
Let me start off by first, I would never let my team host boot anyone. You know, we would never go for that way of cheating. You know, that's just not us, and I would never let any of my teammates do that. And another thing I want to point out is the whole hosting thing. Like, every time you play Complexity, especially during a big match, Aches even tweeted out, they're always going to give Crim6 the host, which gives all us 3 bars since he lives in like Alaska or something. I don't even know where he lives. But for us, you know, I was hosting the maps we had to host, and that's pretty much giving them the best possible connection because I have the best host on our team. I just wanted to point out the whole hosting thing.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, like, when it comes to FeaR and Complexity, we always have this war when it comes to hosts. Like, we scrimmed them one time and I hosted, and we didn't know they were going to throw a shit fit, but I hosted and we ended up beating them, and they were just complaining and crying and basically talking shit to us. And that's another thing. They talk shit to us, they degrade us 24/7, they don't look at us as top players, they just basically, you know, they're just not a respectable team. I mean, there's Too Quick and TP are pretty cool, but the rest of them, Aches and Crim6, like, they constantly talk shit. And, you know, that really doesn't affect us, but just, that's a factor. So in the CTF, or before this game started, they put us on Crim6 host. So not only was John lagging on their hardpoint game, but we were also playing on Alaska host, which is pretty garbage. And we didn't say nothing about that. We didn't care. We just wanted to play. So we went into this with, for those of you guys saying we're unprofessional, we went into this pretty professionally, and we handled it the way we possibly could, because it's not in our hands to do anything. And I want to show you guys this CTF footage because it shows that we're actually beating them in CTF 4v4. Sharp, do you have anything you wanna comment on about this?
I mean,
hold on. Actually, before you start, you can see right here, we went up 2-0 on the first side, and then Crim6 just now disconnected. So we did get this flag when it was a 4v4. And we actually went into the next round, and we actually ended the game, which you guys will see, so we can restart it while we have the lead 2-0. And they were also, you know, talking shit and giving us a hard time about that. But anyway, what were you going to say, Sharp? Sorry about that. It was just going according to the video.
Well, I was going to say everything on top of what you said. You know, they tried to F us over with the host, having criminal host. You know, that would be like me hosting. I don't ever host any of our games because I live in the middle of nowhere in Kentucky, and whenever I host, everyone's pretty much on 3-bar, and then everyone lags, and it's not fair. So, you know, they had criminal hosts. That's one thing. You know, we didn't really say anything about it. We made a joke about it to ourselves before we start playing. We go into the game. John's lagging. John's complaining about he's lagging the whole time. And John's the best player on their team, and we have the best player on our team lagging. And we're in a hardpoint game, so you know that could contribute to a factor. And I won't doubt that they were up by, I think, 89 points when TP lagged out. That, you know, we were losing by 89 points. They were up. TP lags out. And then we play out the rest of the game and we win. And then they ask us to replay, and all we pretty much said in the chat is we asked, you know, what would Aches do? That's what we asked ourselves. What would Aches do? Would Aches replay for us? And we pretty much all decided no, he would not replay for us. You know, everyone knows Aches and knows the way he is. And when I went out there, even told him no, we're not replaying it. Aches started screaming at the top of his lungs, and you know, pretty much further proved the point that we made the right decision, because the dude started yelling, saying we're washed up, we're fat, we're all this and
Yeah,
all
and
that.
this is prior to us actually giving him a decision. You know, that's just how he is. He was talking shit. Another thing is I paused it there when I capped that flag because I wanted to show you again. This is the second side. We restarted for them to make it fair, to make them happy. And we actually capped another flag, putting us up 3-0. And we did it when it was a 4v4. We did it when nobody was lagging. It was a 4v4 straight up. And I wanted to point that out to you guys, that whatever they're saying on Twitter, obviously they're in defense mode right now, but we just want to show you guys that we played this as fair as possible. When people boot people off, it's not our problem. We can't handle it. John was actually getting booted off. We couldn't start the second round because John was getting booted off. We had to wait 15, 20 minutes for him to even get back on. You know, there's a way of handling things, and then there's a way of not handling things. And as you can see, Toothpick shooting our body here. Like, this is the stuff that we have to deal with. We understand that, you know, they wanted to play at 4v4 the whole entire time, but it's not in our hands. Not only that, but MLG is pushing us, telling us we only got a certain amount of time to do this. So, I mean, what would you do? What would you have us do?
Also, another thing I want to say is that something that's bothering me is I see these complexity players tweeting about, you know, we only won because we didn't, you know, give them that map and go on. But we went on to the second map, and every flag we capped, we won 3-0 CTF, and every flag we capped, all four of the players were playing.
Yeah, it was a 4v4.
Every single time. And, you know, we even ended it after the first round and started up second round 2-0, and we capped another flag. And then from there, we just pretty much, you know, held it down. And they're trying to say that they're lagging out, and that's just another thing, that they can't take the fact that they actually lost at CTF. As fair as possible as the game could have been, you know, we did cap 3 flags with all of them alive. It's not our fault that they were getting lagged out during the game, and, you know, we even ended it and restarted to give them a fair chance. But I'm just saying, it's obvious to see that they can't take a loss. They can't take a loss in a scrim. You know, they can't take a loss in a CTF game. It wasn't us hitting them offline. It wasn't any of us doing anything. I know a lot of people are accusing me of host bidding because of a tweet I made, but
Let them know why you tweeted that too.
Oh yeah, I tweeted on December 3rd. Someone went all the way through my. This is astounding to me, by the way. How many tweets do I have? 19,778 tweets. Someone went all the way back to December 3rd and retweeted me saying, "FeaR is recruiting a host booter. Please hit me up." And the reason why I tweeted that is because we played a 3v3 hardpoint tourney, and Ricky kept getting hit offline. I don't know if you guys remember this, and I was furious about it. I was yelling at GB, and you know what happened to us? The kids we were playing got the win, and they won the tourney, and they won the money. And that's why I really just have no sympathy for people getting hit offline. This shit happened to us. You know, we've been playing since Call of Duty 4. We've been getting hit offline since Call of Duty 4, and like, this shit just happens. It's online. Like, deal with it.
And not only that, but it's nothing that we can control. Like I said, our player was getting lagged out as well. But
if we would have restarted that hardpoint, I'm sorry, I'm like talking a shit ton here, but we would have restarted that hardpoint, he would have just kept getting hit offline. We're just gonna sit there and replay it all night? No.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's like I said, it's not in our hands. MLG wanted to get this match over with. They didn't have all night. It's whatever. But I just wanted to make this video for you guys to show that we did play this as professionally as possible. We replayed the second side. We didn't, and we also waited for their players to get hit off in the pregame lobby for us to make this a 4v4. And you know, like I said, it's online, guys. There's nothing you really can expect from us other than the fact that it had to be finished out. We did the best that we possibly could through our abilities to make it a fair game. It's not like we were the ones doing it. It was actually happening to us too. And just throughout the years, we're the #1 team that probably gets hit off the most, honestly. Especially in online tournaments. It's online. You know what I mean? And not to mention that the fact this is a best of 3 and not a best of 5. Or what was this? It was a best of 3, right?
Yeah, best of 3.
Yeah, it was a best of 3, and that doesn't help it either, but I don't know. That's it. That's the end of the video, guys. I hope you guys can understand where we're coming from. We're playing for $450,000, and there's really no friends when it comes to that, honestly. And if you don't like that, that's understandable. But at the end of the day, it's $450,000, and I'm pretty sure you guys would do the exact same thing that we did. But anyway, you know, we'll catch you guys later. Sharp Assassin, if you want to say goodbye.
Peace out, homies.
But thanks for having me on this video. Peace.
All right,
and make sure you subscribe to their channels, by the way. I'll have that all in the description box below. Yep, we'll catch you guys later. Peace.